We made $17,000 in 30 days from one deal. Here's how we did it. Y'all, so this lead came from SMS. So we just did a text message blast out to a code violation list, and this seller texted us back and said that he was looking to sell this vacant lot. Now there was a code violation because it was actually a house there that had burnt down and they had not removed the debris from the lot, so they got a code violation, which in turn put this seller on our list to call. Well, after reaching out to and talking to the seller, we learned that he had no plans to rebuild on the lot. It was an old family house. He was actually a realtor, but since there was an emotional attachment, he didn't want to list the property on the market and go through a traditional retail sale. So he was willing to work with us on the investor side to do a quick cash offer. When we talk to sellers, we ask 5 qualifying questions. One of them is, how much are you looking to sell the property for, or how much would you like to walk away with from the sale of the property? He told us up front he wanted $48,000, and because I already knew we could get $60,000 quick from the lot, we did not do any negotiation. We went ahead, gave him his asking price, exactly what he was asking for. This is what we call a hot lead, somebody who's ready to sell ASAP within the next 30 days. Their asking price is within our price range. They're the only owner. Like, this is a great deal. So we jumped right on it without playing no games. We're able to assign this property to an end buyer for $65,000. The buyer was able to get it done within 3 weeks, and they were paying cash, so there was no financing involved, which is also how we love our buyers. Paying cash, no financing, all right? So this was actually just a really good deal from the start to the end. Only problem we ran into during this deal was our buyer's LLC was listed as forfeited. So they were not in good business standing with the Secretary of State. So that actually ended up halting our deal because the property was clear to close, the funding was good, but the buyer's LLC was not in good standing. So we had to actually pause the transaction to allow the buyer time to connect with the Secretary of State in order to renew or update their business status so they could, become current and be able to do business with that LLC. And that's actually what took the longest during this process. But even through that, we were able to get this deal from contract to close in just 30 days. Now, the lesson here is when you find an end buyer and assign it to them, you want to make sure they get their LLC documents over to title as soon as possible. The last thing you want is little stuff like this screwing up the deal just because the buyer's LLC is not in good standing. All right. Now, at the end of the day, it wasn't a big deal and we were able to get it resolved, but this could have easily been a 20-day closing instead of a 30-day closing. All right. Doesn't make a big deal, but time is money. There y'all have it, man. That's another deal breakdown. I'm gonna bring these to y'all at least one a week just so I can give y'all insight on the type of deals we're doing, how we're sourcing those deals, issues that we're running into, and how you can overcome those issues on your end if you run into them, y'all. 17 grand in 30 days, y'all. That's the power of wholesaling real estate. All right, y'all. So that's all I got for y'all today. Thank you for tapping into this week's deal breakdown. And as with all of our wholesale deals, and able to complete this transaction, we did not use any of our cash. We did not utilize any credit. We did not do any repairs or take ownership of the property. We simply sold our equitable interest in the property after contracting it from the seller. If you want to do deals like this, there's a link in my bio for you to learn this wholesale strategy. You can buy my ebook. I also have the Wholesale Quick Kit that gives you all the documents you need to be able to start real estate wholesale, all right, from scripts to contracts, literally everything you need, all right? The link is in the description below. If you're on my Instagram, the link is in the bio. And if you are a wholesaler doing deals in DFW and you're having a hard time finding buyers, reach out to me because my company has a foolproof process of finding buyers. We have JV partners every month literally make their first $10,000, first $20,000 deal from working with us, splitting a fee with us, from us finding a buyer. And even after splitting their fees, they're still making more than they've ever made on their wholesale deals. Collaboration over competition. Don't be afraid to ask for help because I understand that there are going to be new people jumping into this wholesale space. What's important for us, even if you're taking clients away from us, I want to make sure that you newbies are doing the business right, because when you do the business wrong, it affects all of us. It puts a bad name and a bad stigma over other wholesalers in the industry, even though we have good business practices and we make sure we take care of our clients, all right? And even if I can't find a buyer for you, maybe I can be your buyer, because we also do buy and rehab properties, all right? So keep that in mind. Tap in next week for the next deal breakdown, and hopefully you can learn something in. Till next time, y'all, tap in.